Hey there, Leo, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you've never been here before, then I'm so happy that you found me. This is your reading for this week. So it's your weekly reading, your weekly energy update, just so that we can see what energies you've got to work with this week, if you so choose to use them. So I've got the Lightseers Tarot cards here. I thought we'd use these to find our general energy, general theme of what's going on with you this week, Leo. And then we'll delve a little bit deeper with some others. We've got, I think they're called the Light Workers Tarot or something. Anyway, right, bit of a shuffle. And we'll get straight into it. Don't forget this is a general reading, so just take from it what you need, leave behind what you don't. Okay, so what energy have you got to work with this week, Leo? Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups, the Emperor, the Nine of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Okay. So Eight of Swords can be about you having a game of mental ping pong, about you tying your mind up in knots. Maybe you've got something on your mind and it's something that you're maybe blowing out of proportion, or maybe using it to self-sabotage yourself. Whichever way, it's not being used for your good. The solution to the Eight of Swords is to get it outside of you. So whatever you've got that's going on in your head, either write it down in a journal, share it with a friend, even just say it out loud, because once it's outside of you, you can then become a witness to it, and you can look at it in a way where you're less attached to it. So if that's how you're feeling this week, say it out loud, get it written down. Then we've got the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is about walking away from the things that don't make you happy anymore. Simple as that. Then we've got the Emperor card. The Emperor is a controlling energy. So whether it's you be in control or somebody else in control, there's an element of somebody, I want to say being puppet master this week. Okay, then we've got Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is about you having hopes and dreams and wishes, and they're actually, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're projecting what it is you would like out into the ether, what it is that you're working towards, and you're actually seeing that you're making steps towards that. Then we've got the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups can be about nostalgia. It can be about your childhood. It can be about the past. It can also be about ancestral karma, things that have sort of come through the generations that maybe you're trying to break and to work on at the moment. But let's have a little bit of a deeper dive. Here's the I think the Light Workers Tarot. Anyway, they're full of light and they're really beautiful. Or Ray of Light Tarot, I don't know, I must find out. I don't know where the box is. Anyway, they're lovely. So I've had them for ages and I've not used them, and I thought, oh, do you know what? These are the cards for this week. Right, so recent past energy. What's been going on with you in your recent past, Leo? What has been, what's influencing how you move forwards? Right, okay, we have the Nine of Cups, another Nine of Cups. The High Priestess. The Six of Pentacles, the Hermit card, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. Okay, so in your recent past, we have this Nine of Cups energy again. The energy of you projecting out into the universe, out into the world, what it is that how you want your life to look, what it is you would like out of life. And actually, moving forwards, taking steps, being in that energy, being in alignment with that energy in order for you to move forwards. And I think it's been going well for you. I think we've got the Hermit card clarifying that. I think you've done some deep diving into what it is you really want, how you want your life to look. And I think, you've come to these conclusions based on what's going on within you. We have the High Priest. Ooh, we did have the High Priestess. Hold on one moment. Oops, there we go. We've got her again. We've got the High Priestess. Obviously, she is very psychic. She's very connected. She's very spiritual. And I think that you have very much been connecting with your intuition in order for you to move forwards. I think based on you know what you actually want, what's deep within you, the Hermit card, you know, you've gained some knowledge, some wisdom about yourself, and that's helped you to create this picture, this vision of your future moving forwards. Along with that, you have connected with your intuition, connected with your inner world, and you're using that to move yourself forwards. I think also we've got the Page of Pentacles clarifying that, and I think the Page of Pentacles can bring news regarding a pentacle. It can also be about learning. So I think you've learnt a lot about yourself based on this Hermit card and the High Priestess. But I also think that maybe there's something that's opened up to you. Some information that's opened up to you regarding something earthly, so health, wealth, work, you know, your income, home, something that's opened up, some information that's opened up to you that has come from your connecting to your intuition in the recent past. Then we've got that Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is about finding balance. It is about equal give and take. And maybe it's been a little bit out of kilter. It's been a little bit out of balance in the recent past. And hopefully you've made steps to change that, to bring that back into balance. We've got that clarified with the Page of Cups. Oh, so actually, you know, this uneven balance of energy has come from you being a kind person, being a warm-hearted person, and wanting to help other people. So I'm not quite sure whether that's the same now or it's shifted. Let's have a little bit of a look. Okay. Got one of my cards here. Yeah, there we go. It's the wrong way round. Okay, so that Eight of Swords. I think the Eight of Swords energy is the energy of you maybe feeling frustrated about moving onwards, about wanting to move forwards, about trying to figure out what it is that you want moving forwards, and maybe just not knowing how to do that. But then we've got that Eight of Cups then, about you then deciding to walk away from the things that don't serve you, that no longer serve you, that don't feel like they fit in your life anymore. Let's see what's going on in your current energy. Queen of Cups, Temperance, Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Seven of Cups, Ten of Wands. Okay, so current energy, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is loving, she's compassionate. And we've got the Two of Wands, looking out into the future, looking towards what's next for you, what's next in the realms of maybe your work. I think for a lot of you, for the thing that makes you happy, the thing that you do that brings you happiness, that brings you satisfaction, that brings you passion. So it could be a hobby. If you don't work, it could be work. It could be just whatever you're putting your energy into at this given moment. I'm not sure why the Queen of Cups is there actually. She doesn't quite feel quite right for me. Let's have a clarifier. Oh, here we go, Star. Right. Okay, the Queen of Cups. and the Star. The Star is certainly about your hopes, what you want, what you are looking for your future to look like. And I think maybe the Queen of Cups is telling us about your inner world, your emotional state. That maybe you're on more of an even keel with your inner world, because obviously I think there's been a lot of stuff going on in the recent past. Where you've been trying to create a vision and trying to dig deep into what that looks like for you moving forwards, Leo. And I think maybe it's been quite an emotional time where maybe you've been a little bit more reactive than you would have been. Maybe, you're just been a little bit more tetchy than you would have been. But I think in your current energy now, you're feeling a little bit more at peace on the inside. And you're able to, to connect to, you've got some hope, you've got some faith that things are going to turn out the way that you want to. And now you're in a position where you've got choices to make. You've got choices to make about where to next. Two of Wands is about you looking out into the future and making plans for yourself. Making plans for you to move towards the things that bring you happiness, that make you feel passionate about something. The good bits between all the basics in life, I think Wands are. The basics, obviously, are the roof over our head, the food, the simple relationships. The Wands are all about our passions, our joys, the things that make life worth living. And I think, you are daring to feel some hope and some faith that things are going to turn out, and you're actually making plans now, looking into the future based on this vision that you have created for yourself in the recent past. We've got the Temperance card. The Temperance card is about being realistic. It's about being grounded, about seeing things as they really are, not, being maybe a little bit overly positive and overly ambitious. Excuse me. And I think if you can be grounded in reality, or maybe you are at the moment, you're being really realistic about the situation, about how to move forwards, because we've got that Seven of Cups there, and that's about bringing your dreams down to reality, starting turning your hopes, your dreams into real stuff, into bringing it into your life. And so I think you may be feeling more realistic and more hopeful about doing that at the current moment. We've got the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a new opportunity coming in for you, a new opportunity coming in, one that may at first bring you a bit of a heavy load. There might be a lot entailed with it. So it might physically, it might be that you've got a lot more commitments to something, to this opportunity, a lot more. You've got to give a lot more time, you've got to maybe give a lot more energy to it. But I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's for your benefit, and in the long run, it's going to be worth it. I'm just being drawn up to that Emperor. I think somebody has brought this opportunity to you. Like I say, that I felt like, he's a little bit the puppet master, the Emperor energy in this week for you. I feel like somebody has orchestrated this opportunity for you, and it's a good opportunity. Doesn't mean it's a bad opportunity. But like I say, it's going to be one that's got a lot connected to it, and it's going to take a lot for you to actually bring it into fruition. But it's going to be worth it. So do you choose to take it? Up to you. Energy is yours to work with, Leo. So don't forget, if you like the reading, it'd be amazing if you could give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm to know that people are actually liking my videos. Also, if you like to share, if it resonates with you, I'd love to know how. Even if you just want to leave me an emoji with how it feels for you, how it resonates with you, that'd be great. Also, if you want to become part of this little community that I'm trying to build here, this Rooted Souls community, is free. All you have to do is press subscribe and the notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on your readings. Okay, future energy. The Six of Swords. The Seven of Swords. The Five of Swords. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. The Hierophant. the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to have one more, the World. Okay, so going into your future energy, Leo, we've got the Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters. Things are going to start feeling mentally much easier, much more peaceful, much calmer, a little bit more serenity is coming into your life. If things have, if you've mentally been struggling, if you've, there's a lot been going on. Obviously, we've had the Eight of Swords. Things are going to start feeling easier, and I think that is going to start feeling easier because you have got the things that you need right now. Got that Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is having it all, but obviously nobody has it all at any given time. It's what we're striving towards, isn't it? But you've got what you need right now, and I think that is helping you to feel more at ease, more peaceful in your future energy. We've got the Seven of Swords. When this came out, I had a shout in the back of my head, cunning. So I think you are going to have to be cunning. You're going to have to make a plan of action. I think you're going to have a bit of a strategy moving forward. We've got that clarified with the Hierophant there. The Hierophant's got lots of different meanings, but I think in this instance, it's about creating boundaries, it's about creating structures, it's about creating routine. And I think for you to move forwards towards this Nine of Cups moment, that projecting all that lovely manifestation energy and that lovely energy out into the universe to draw it back, I think there's got to be a strategy, a plan of action, something that you're going to give you routine. I think about doing the same thing over and over again and creating this structure for yourself to move yourself forward in whatever it is that you want to do for yourself, because obviously it's a general reading. We've all got our own stuff going on, so whatever you are doing, whatever projects you've got going on at the moment, wherever you're heading, you need a plan, you need a strategy, and you need to create a bit of a structure and routine for yourself, whether that involves sitting down and writing, 5 hours a day for your new book, or you having a set routine in your morning to make sure that you get all your jobs done, so that you can then focus on other things. Whatever it is, but you've got to be strict with yourself, and I think you've got to create a routine for yourself moving forwards. I think it's going to be important. So we've got the Five of Swords there, and we've also got it clarified with the Four of Pentacles. Now the Five of Swords, it's about maybe you've had a war of words with somebody, or maybe somebody's said something and it's really on your mind. It's basically you're having this conflict. It's conflicts within either between you and somebody else or within your mind. But whatever it is, it may well be that you've come out on top in the situation. But if you're going to carry the situation, the words, whatever's been said along with you, it's not going to be of any benefit to you. This is about release. We've got the Four of Pentacles, about letting go, about not holding on to something too tightly. So in this future energy, I actually think it's family related. We've got the Six of Cups all up here, the card of nostalgia, the past. Maybe it is something that's been said to you in the past by a member of your family, and it's stayed with you and it's affected you, and it's maybe dictated how you show up in the world now, even now after all those years. And I think this is telling us that it's really important for you to release that, to release it, to let it go, and it will help you to move forward into the new cycle, the one that you have been working towards, the one that you've been putting your energy into. Sorry, that's really bright, isn't it? The one that you've been putting your energy into. And it's going to be beneficial for you, and it's going to help you to move forwards in the best possible way from here on in. So release, let it go, and you can end up in this brand new cycle. The World card, it's a huge card. It's the last card of the Major Arcana. It means that you've learned everything that you need to learn in this last cycle. You're going to take all that information, all of that wisdom, you're going to move forwards with it. Move forwards into a brand new place, a brand new time. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that, Leo. I hope this has been helpful. I hope this energy that you've got to work with here is, you know, you're going to make good use of it. In the meantime, you take care of yourself, look after yourself, stay rooted, stay open, stay magical and all that. And I will see you again very, very soon.